What is going on, guys? Dustin here with another NASCAR Diecast review. And normally I would say it in an exciting voice, but unfortunately, doing this review is actually not only, salty, but also bittersweet as well. Hang on a minute. Anyway, this review right here is actually, as you always know, Atlanta Motor Speedway, my home track. I go there every year. I do a vlog, upload it to YouTube. Like, I can make it up to an hour if I want to. Maybe an hour and 30 minutes. But unfortunately, this is not the case. In 2020, there was no Atlanta Motor Speedway vlog out of me. Because why? Well, I guess you know the answer. That freaking godforsaken COVID-19 pandemic that put a halt to everything. This was a race that was originally scheduled for March, but got postponed and later rescheduled. You don't know how much anger I had inside me. You don't know how much frustration that I had inside me that I was excited to go to this race. All because of a piddly little bug. A piddly little virus with a 99.95 recovery rate, survival rate, that the media blew out of proportion. And I had to watch this race from home because they did not want fans in the audience. Sure, let's riot and loot and burn down businesses in the streets, but we can't go to a NASCAR race because it's a super spreader. Hey, how about this? Maybe a riot and a protest, a so-called peaceful protest, let's call that a super spreader too. Anyway, that's enough of the frustration. If you're going to call a NASCAR race a super spreader event, we might as well call so-called peaceful protesting a super spreader event. You know what? What's good for one is good for the other. So, anyway, let's go ahead and do this review. I just want this out of the way. Today we're reviewing the Kevin Harvick Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500 winner. This is the Busch Light hashtag for the farmers diecast review. Now, normally every special Busch Light scheme, I don't know what is up with Kevin Harvick and Busch Light beer. Every single time he races one of these special schemes, he ends up winning in it. This is proof right here. Now, he did one in a regular one. I think it's the your face here in Darlington, the first NASCAR race during returning from in a pandemic. So now this is the former for the farmers. Now, I usually hold off on getting one of these just in case if Kevin Harvick decides to win. But every single time he wins, guess what? This comes. And there was also another one like this, but it was number 14 with Clint Boyer. So there were two different Busch Beer Light schemes that was raced at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And also this is the very same race where Steve O'Donnell addresses the NASCAR drivers. Well, it usually will be the fans in attendance. Say, hey, we support one another. We do not condone racism. Something like that. Y'all can look it up yourself. Anyway, so let's get to the review. You get the NASCAR Cup Series box. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to do these. I've been busy with work. Normally I would do it normally tape them and then, try to schedule them as a premiere. But in this case, I got caught so far into work, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to do these another time. Do these another time. It turns out that another time prolongs. So, go ahead and take a look at the... Anyway, here's the race winning card, which is right here. Kevin Harvick, Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500 winner from Hampton, Georgia, June 7th, 2020. Not March, which is usual. Which was actually the original dated schedule. Time of the race took 3 hours, 30 minutes, and 3 seconds. Kevin Harvick started 9th with a total laps of 325, which is 500 miles. 5 cautions for 24 laps. Now, I don't know what is up in Atlanta and with these low cautions, because it's been like this every year. The track is way too clean, first of all. They need to repave the track so that way they can give all the teams a fresh start and start over from scratch. So, Atlanta Motor Speedway, if you are watching this review, please reconsider keeping that pavement. Repave it. I like to see these teams start from scratch. Kevin Harvick led 151 laps and a margin of victory of 3.5 seconds. Here's the back. Kevin Harvick scores third win at Atlanta. I was actually at the race where he picked up his second Atlanta win. If you like to watch that review, as always, there's an eye above the top corner of this video that you can always go to check it out. Kevin Harvick dominated the final stage of the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500, scored his second win in the 2020 NASCAR Cup Series season, his third career win at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Harvick, who led 151 laps, including the last of the 56, pulled his number 4 Busch Light Ford Mustang into victory lane at the track where he first scored a win in the series in March 2001. Now, 17 years after his first win, he won in Atlanta, which I was there for. And, of course, 2 years later, at a race where we could not attend, he picked up his third win. But I'll give him that benefit. But, at least for this year, I get to go to Atlanta Motor Speedway. But, here's a little twist. I'm actually going to that second Atlanta race, so expect 2 of these Atlanta wins in the future. And we always get this cool little race winner sticker. This was folded up. I just had it stored the way it was, so. Now, we already reviewed the Darlington win. Now, here is the Atlanta win. Here's the front. You actually got that track dirt. Actually kicked up. Now, hang on. If I can, wish I had a better angle. And here's the hood of the car, which has the Ford, the corn on the cobs, which is basically, that's where beer comes from, is corn. Liquid corn. Busch Light, brewed for the farmers. Anheuser-Busch. Now, you may notice that some of these Busch beer schemes are not made for kids. Well, usually I mark these videos as not for kids due to COPPA. Basically, I don't condone underage drinking. Please don't do it. If you're a child, if you like watching these Kevin Harvick reviews just because you're a Kevin Harvick fan, great. But do not open up a can of Busch beer. Don't do it. That's me saying it. Do not do it. Anyway, let's go back to the review. On the sides, I actually got this pretty nice farm landscape, which is really, really nice. It really adds to the amazingness. I can't remember the last time Kevin Harvick, does something good. Done an amazing Busch beer scheme. Now, I got some of them, like that Texas win from a couple of years ago, and now this one. There's also another one that just came in as well, but I'm not going to release any spoilers about it. We got the Goodyear on here. Got the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR race car contingencies. Here we got the gold Busch Light. I think that's a corn flavor. I never tried one of those before. I'm really not good on beer, just to let you know. I'm good on wine coolers, and that's about it. Basically, the Seagram's Escapes. And we got the Haas Automations, Jimmy John's, and Hunt Brothers Pizza. Up on the B pillar, we have Ford. We got Mobile One, Haas Automations, Hunt Brothers. Is that one more? I can't remember. It's between Haas and Hunt Brothers. It looks like an F. We also got Mobile One right back here on the C pillar. Also got Kevin Harvick's name up on the name rail, American flag, and of course that one lone race winner sticker that's still on there. Now looking up at the top, I noticed these markings on here. My basically bet is I think those are clouds. You also got the 3 Hunt Brothers pizzas, and this is the on-car camera, the onboard camera. You also got Mobile One, Harvick, got Farm Rescue. And on the back you got the Busch Light, and then you got that farm landscape on the bottom, which is actually really nice. And you got the Mobile One, then you got the manufacturer's logo on there. And the other side, almost clean. There is some dirt that did got kicked up onto it. Track surface that did got kicked up to it. So I'm thinking maybe this side is a little bit cleaner than the other. But the front is basically where he's been leaning all day. You know, he gets all that track surface that gets kicked up. And we all know, you know, with these race wins, they love to add in the authenticity and the detailing, which is really amazing. And don't worry, he did a burnout with these tires, but I think they did not blue like he always does. And on the tires, you got Goodyear Eagle, you got the R4, which is basically the right set for the number 4 team. And speaking of tires, there is going to be a review I'm going to be doing with that race win. And I'm going to be doing the intro for that one, so keep an eye out for it. You got the inside, there's the black exhaust, and you got the suspension. Basically, all this is just a fixed suspension. It does not bounce. Like, you know how much I love my diecast cars. And for those that are watching, yes, I am watching the dual wins. The dual races. I just got wrapped up with the first one with the Eric Almirola in it. I'm going to pop open the hood real quick so that way you can see the what goes on underneath. Here's the underside, the powered by Ford, Mobile One, Haas Automations, and Wix filters. And you got the engine in here. And you also got the opening roof flaps as well. Of course, we can go ahead and close this hood down. Wheels do turn, as always. Now, if you notice in the markings on the tires, you know, you got L4, which is basically the left set for the number 4, and R4, which is the right set. Oh man, I gotta stop handing my camera down low. So, do I actually like this car? Well, I'm gonna admit this. It was bittersweet having to watch this Atlanta race from home due to the pandemic, you know, because they did not want the fans there. You know, so that way they could be called a super spreader event. But I'm really hoping that we are going to be able to go to this upcoming Atlanta race in not only March but also July as well. We are going to be socially distant. We will be wearing masks, even though I hate doing it. But I've been again noticing this. It's all that carbon dioxide buildup that's going to get me. This is stuff that you don't want to bring it back in, and I just recently been gagging at it. It feels like I'm going to throw up. So, I ain't got a choice to do it, but I just do what I gotta do. So, I will, do a little further detailing for Atlanta. I really hope I do get to go to this, not only this one, also the one in July as well. July one's going to be hot. And did you know this? Last time NASCAR ran a Atlanta race in July was back in 1974, and Richard Petty won that race. Wow. That's a little trivia right there that y'all did not know. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this review. Leave a comment, subscribe for more NASCAR Diecast reviews. Do like this video if you actually like it, or if you're a Kevin Harvick fan, double like it. If you're not a fan of Kevin Harvick, please still like the video. So, anyway, my name's Dustin, and I will see you guys in another video.